Hi, I'm Joe and this is a day in the life of an apprentice slash YouTuber. If you're new to the channel, then make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're into personal finance, productivity, self-development, that kind of thing. If you're into that positive mindset about learning more all the time, then hit that subscribe button. It'll be good for you and it'll be good for me. So in this video, I want to go over my daily routine. This is what I do on a day-to-day basis. This is how I manage my apprenticeship and my content creation stuff together in one day. And maybe you'll pick up something that you might incorporate in your day-to-day life that's actually useful and valuable to you. So without wasting any more of your time, let's get into the first thing that I do every morning, which is obviously wake up. And I try to do this around 7:15/7:30 in the morning. I try my best. On the weekends, I'll sleep in for a little longer. Everyone does that, so. But 7:30 is when I do wake up. And you can see in the very blurry footage that when I wake up, like Undertaker does, I grab my towel on my way out. I stick this in the bathroom and I head downstairs to do my exercise. Yes, this is a pain for me. I'm not really a morning person unless I wake up really, really early. But usually if I wake up around 7:30, I genuinely just do want to go back to sleep. So exercising first thing in the morning gets me out of bed, gets me active, and starts, you know, things flowing. The juices, the mind juices. And exercise also keeps me motivated and focused for a longer period of the day. And because I have a long day most days, I need to keep focused and motivated. I don't feel that tiredness, that fatigue around like 3 o'clock in the afternoon that most people do feel, or at least I feel if I don't work out in the morning. Even if it is something little, I will try to do something. Sometimes I'll do yoga for my back, for my lower back, because I'm sat down all day. So try to, you know, get some therapy in there. Now that we're in lockdown and it's one of the longest lockdowns, it's especially important that we work out and we keep our bodies moving, you know, we keep ourselves healthy in a physical state, which then leads to a positive mental state as well. So the time between 7:30 and 8 is when I do this workout. So when it gets to 8, I'll have a couple glasses of water and I'll head back upstairs straight into the bathroom where I left my towel, and then I'll hop in the shower. I really did not feel comfortable filming myself in the shower. This is so weird. I don't know how people do it so comfortably. But yeah. And then recently I've had this habit of checking my weight as soon as I get out the shower. I don't know why I do this, it's just the weighing scale's there, and yeah, it's just good to keep track, isn't it? So by the time I get out the shower, it'll be like a 10-15 minute shower. It'll be 8:15. I'll get myself ready for the rest of the day. And get dressed up, obviously you have to look decent up top, and then you can wear tracky bottoms because, you know, Zoom calls are this high. And as you can see, just before I leave the room, just a bit of cheap perfume just because, and it doesn't have to last long because I'm at home and I'm not actually going anywhere. And then I'll head downstairs to make some breakfast. By the time I get into the kitchen to make breakfast, it is around 8:25. And my breakfast, some people might think is really weird, but my favorite breakfast right now is scrambled eggs and mayonnaise on toast. Don't judge before you try. Trust me, it's peng. Usually I have low-fat mayonnaise, but we didn't get any this time, so full fat it is. It's a very eggy breakfast. But there is a special way that I do scramble my eggs. I don't know if it's that special. I got it from, it was a Jamie Oliver back in the day. It's that you don't actually cook it on the heat the whole time, so you get like the smooth runniness. You'll see I heat up the pan, put the egg in. I only had one egg this time. Usually I'll have a couple eggs and then swirl it round, whisk it up in the pan, and then take it off the heat to let it cook in its own heat. It's not a cookery show, but that's just what I have for breakfast. I'll have a little bit of ketchup on it just because why not? So while I'm eating my breakfast, what I'll do is watch something. Usually watch maybe like something stupid like Danny Duncan, or right here I'm watching the latest Royal Rumble 2021. And I'm just watching the highlights from that. Then around 8:50, I will go back into my room and actually start the day. The first thing I do is jump on my personal laptop and fill out my habit tracker and journal on Notion, which I've been doing recently. I don't know if I prefer it to actually handwriting, but we'll see. It's an experiment stage. So habit tracking, I'll tick off all the habits that I did in the previous day that I set myself to do. And then I'll journal by writing out a couple of things that I'm grateful for every single day. It helps me to be more mindful of the things that I'm grateful for. It means that you'll see more and more things that you're more grateful for, which in turn makes you a more positive person and not so negative, which I think I am. Hence why I've started doing this. And so far, I think it does make a positive difference. So after 10 to 20 minutes of actual journaling and doing my habit tracker, I will actually start to do my job at around 9:10. Sometimes I'll start earlier than this just because I've finished journaling and there aren't that many things that I'm grateful for that day. And luckily during these difficult times, I'm lucky enough to actually work from home and I consider that a massive blessing, and it's something that not everyone can do, so I feel very grateful. So to start the day off, the first thing I'll do is check my emails and try and sort out the things that I need to do in that day. For example, I write a to-do list if I've got loads of things to do, and then prioritize in, I can't remember the system, I'll put it here. I'll put that on my whiteboard, and then after I sorted out my emails and my to-do list, I will actually get on with the work that I need to do. Because I'm an apprentice, there's a lot of learning heavy stuff that I need to do straight away. I'll usually do the more heavy training focused stuff in the morning, because that's when I'm more focused, and that's when I'm like, you know, paying full attention all the time. So from about 9 o'clock till lunchtime, I will just do this. I will just work, sit on my desk. I take 5 to 10 minute breaks in between, just so that I'm not actually just constantly sat at my desk. And then it's around 12:15 that I do eventually take my lunch break. It's kind of flexible when I can take it, but I'll usually try and stick to the same time, just so my body has kind of a rhythm and it will know when to get hungry and whatnot. So luckily I don't have to cook my lunch. It will usually be there. If not, then I'll just quickly make something and then just have it in the dining, in the what's it called? Yeah, in the dining room. I was gonna call it the lunch room. No, in the dining room. But yeah, I'll eat and then I'll just play on my phone for a little bit before I actually go for a walk. So yeah, around 12:40, I'll go for a stroll in the gentle arms of Mother Nature. This will usually be my usual route that I take, which is around 15-20 minutes long. Again, this is to just regain focus, kind of clear my mind, not think about anything. Sometimes I don't listen to music, just so I can just kind of just be at one with my thoughts. And again, this creates positive thinking and just makes you more focused when you come back to work, or me anyway. Mind you, this bit of the B-roll was filmed on my phone, so the quality might not be there, but I tried to make it as filmy as possible. Anyway, I'll come back to my desk at around 1ish. My walk length does vary depending on my speed, and if I decide to take, you know, a little shortcut or whatever, it does vary, but around 1 I will come back to my desk because I've had enough of a break. And then it's back to work. I will try and get more of the kind of laid back and the stuff that requires less focus done in the afternoon, because I'm a bit more mentally fatigued than I was in the morning. I'll have meetings with my manager in the afternoon, stuff like that. And then during the last hour of my day, I will just make sure that I've got everything in my to-do list done for the day. And then yeah, around 5, I will just close off my work laptop, and then it's relaxing time, baby. Usually recently I've been reading for around 10 to 15 minutes at least, just so I can just calm down and spend some time away from screens. After reading, I'll eventually go on my phone anyway, because we all do. Or I'll help mum with something. Recently she's bought a new phone and does not know how to figure that out. And this is the kind of time that I just really do whatever I really want to do. And then at 6 o'clock, I will put on my very dark and invisible Deliveroo jacket and then go out for some cycling. You can't forget the beanie, you can't forget the gloves, and oops, you can't forget the mask. And then I'll just jump on my bike and go deliver some food. So I did try to film some stuff when I was out delivering, but again, it was filmed on my phone, so beware of the quality. This is like the main place for orders, like a Deliveroo driver. So now we wait. So this is what I got from one delivery that took me about 2 minutes. Even though it was only one. You see that? £2.90. Easiest £2.90 ever. It wasn't busy at all. It was a Monday, and Monday is probably like one of the worst days to go out for Deliveroo. There aren't many orders, and there are loads of Deliveroo people anyway, so they'll get the order before you, most probably. So usually on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you can get about 4 or 5 orders done in an hour 15, and that's decent if you ask me. Even if you don't get that extra income, it's still a good round of exercise. So between 7 and 7:45, 7:30ish, I will try to have dinner. Again, I don't have to cook this, it's right there. So I'll just eat dinner and then come back upstairs. I'll come upstairs, unplug the work laptop, and then plug in my personal laptop so that I can get some editing done whether it be TikToks or this video or any YouTube video. If I need to do a script, then I'll do a script. If I need to edit, I'll edit. Or if I need to film, like today, then I'll film. And yeah, this is my content creation time. And this editing time will keep me occupied until about 9:30ish, maybe 10 o'clock if I'm really just like at the end of editing something and I just want to get it done for the day. And once I finish editing, this is the time where I just completely null down, is that a word? I'll null down, get into bed. But because it's COVID and it's lockdown, I find this time the best time to socialize with my friends, and I will usually call or text my friends at this time. I know it's bad for your eyes to look at your screen before you go to bed, but it's just the only time I get to socialize, and I think that's really important. It's really important to me because I like talking to people and talking to my friends. But I try to counteract this screen time by reading just a little bit even just before I go to bed. So, I mean, go to sleep. So I'll try and read for another 10 to 15 minutes, and that's half an hour reading a day, which is, I think, decent. And also I'll try to get my 7 hours sleep in. I usually want 8, but 7 is good enough. So I'll try not to go to bed too late most of the time, sometimes. And that concludes a whole day in the life of moi and an apprentice slash YouTuber slash part-time casual Deliveroo rider. Again, this is a really new routine for me. I want to reiterate that this is more of an ideal day. I don't get all of this done in a day every single day, because I would make the productivity. Procrastination does kick in from time to time, and as I said, Deliveroo from Monday to Wednesday isn't really worth your time because you don't get any orders. So on those days, I'll usually use that time to edit or do something else that's useful. Even though I don't do this every day, this is the basic kind of guideline that I give myself, and it's good to have this kind of routine just so that you're not kind of doing nothing. I hate doing nothing. I don't know what it is. I can't just sit around and relax. So it is good to kind of have a routine that you can just go back to, tell yourself what you can do and the things you want to get done. There are a few caveats. For example, if there's a United game on, then my whole evening... I hope this was useful to you in one way or another. Hopefully you picked up something that you think might be useful in your daily routine, and maybe you'll incorporate it. If you do, then make sure you hit me up in the comment section. Let me know. If you have any more suggestions, criticism, or if you like the video and just want to leave a nice comment, then feel free to do that in the comment section below as well. I'm sorry if some of the B-roll footage was a bit dodgy. I think my camera was mostly on manual focus, but I didn't realize, so I didn't change the focus in certain shots. If you made it to here, then you clearly enjoyed the video, and so let me know by smashing that like button. Thank you all for watching a day in the life of an apprentice slash YouTuber. Stay safe, and I'll see you next week in a bit.